Welcome to the edible classroom. There are lots of ways and different opportunities that you can take to lay out your polytunnel. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the basic structure of the ground in which the children are walking. At the moment, all we have here is grass because we built it on the playing field, and it's just wild, and we need to clear this away. You have to make sure of a number of different things. First of all, that it's got to be levelled. Particularly if you're going to put chairs and tables for children to sit and work inside the polytunnel. So you're going to have to make sure that when your floor is set, that it's actually levelled, and probably the best way of doing that is to set duck boards on top of the, even on top of the single grass. You can lay a membrane over the whole area and simply cover it with duck boards along the places where the children are going to be working. The other thing you can do is to membrane it and put things like stone chippings down. You can put bark down. You can even lay a concrete or a concrete slab path along the floor. So there are lots of different things that you can do. What you need to think about is how you're going to use the space, and space is the operative word. This is an educational tool. It's not a productive polytunnel. So you're not going to pile things into this space because you're going to have children in it too. And so you need, around the beds for example, plenty of room for children to get access to at least 3 of the edges. Another important thing is when you've got, like we've got our beds here, is to have a wide space available. In here are going to become a storage area, and we're going to have rackable shelves so that when children have worked, their material can go on the shelves. And also it's important because you can also display children's work on the shelves. You can pin things onto it, and also instructions, please leave this bed, we've got something growing in it, or whatever that might be, so that you've got at either end of the polytunnel, I would suggest probably all 4 corners, some kind of cheap but serviceable wooden shelving. You can buy them from garden centres or build the supplies very, very cheaply for a few pounds for each set of shelves, and they're just ideal for what you need to do to them. You also need a teaching area, and that needs to be kind of inside and outside the polytunnel, because you need, well, I feel you need to stop the children in their tracks before they get through the door. Your introduction to your lessons can be outside, and you actually get stuck into working as soon as they come inside. So there's lots to do, and we don't always have lots of time to do it. So the interesting thing that you've got to decide is how you're going to make your time available to do all of this. Well, I suggest you do it in stages, that you're able to set your beds down, introduce the children, do your corners, introduce the children to that, set your duck boards and other things in place, and do it over the course of a whole year. This is an exciting project and the children need to be involved in it, but you can't spend every second of every day sorting a polytunnel out. So bide your time and plan your time, and have some great fun.